this is Marishi, your channel Shriloka. Let's see what is your situation as of now and what you need to hear for this week. Pisces. I'm going to answer. Pisces people out there. What do you need to hear right now? Pisces. The first card is a Hermit, which is nice. Some of you Pisces out there might be looking at a situation which you're almost looking for how to turn things around, having a second chance. Okay? So you're looking into the dark to see if there is any hope out there to have a second chance within a situation. A verdict has already been made in regards to that situation, but you want to turn things around. Okay? So you're assessing if there is a small glimmer of hope which you can chase. What else, please? Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo person. What else? Yeah. That's not the card which needs to come through, but Magician in reverse. So you will go to any extent to make that happen. Okay? Yeah. Right now it seems like, things, there is no commitment. Whatever the commitment was, it has broken apart. It has come, it has fallen apart. That is why you want to turn things around. The card which needs to come through is, let's do this again. This one. Okay? You're willing to take action. Okay? You might want to rush into things, not thinking through, being a little impulsive. This is a fast-moving night. Okay? This night is all about action oriented. So you want to do something about this. You don't want to let things be just the way it is. No. So you're assessing what can be done. Okay? Yes. You're looking at the options. You might have had options. You were analyzing, assessing what is the best way to approach things. I see you've already made the decision. Okay? So somebody is going to go out there and do something about this. Okay? Some of you might be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini. Yeah. If it was a pride, it is a fool strategy. Just jumping into something without assessing the consequences. But in reverse, I want to say, whatever action you're taking, even if it seems like, you're just going for it, it is very calculated. Very calculated move. Okay? So you made that decision to do something about it. You researched, okay, even with that Magician in reverse and the Hermit up here, you've researched every possibility and you have come to that conclusion what needs to be done. What else? Pisces out there. This one. A pride, the meaning of this card is someone who is crying over spilt milk. Okay? Still focused on what they have lost. If you look at this person, crying over whatever was there in the cups, but it has spilt over. But in reverse, this person is over it. This person is focused on what can be salvaged, what can be saved. So you're going to do something about it. You're not just going to let it be anymore. You're planning to fix it. You want some kind of a second chance, which is nice. Yes, again, very calculated move, very planned. Whatever you're up to, you're going to make it very foolproof. You don't want to mess it up. Pisces. What else, please? The next card is a Three of Wands in reverse. Somehow it seems like when you're assessing the situation, you don't feel like things are going to go your way. They're not going to come back. Okay? So it seems like you have to initiate. You have to initiate. You understood? There is no point waiting it out because the other person is not just going to come back. Okay, whatever the situation, it doesn't have to be a relationship itself. For some reason, you need to act upon it. If things have to go your way, if you need a second chance, you have to initiate. Okay? Grab onto the opportunity. You might need to, visualize there is an opportunity. You still have it in your hand. Otherwise, it's going to be a dead end. Things are not going to work out if you just sit on it. Okay? The chances of this happening as well, okay, is kind of on the lower scale. Okay? But yet, you're willing to initiate and do something about it, which is nice. Pisces, what else, please? No. Knight of Cups in reverse, but the card which wants to come through is this one. Center of the reading, for some time, it was very stagnant. Whatever the situation is, things were in limbo. That's why action is needed. Okay? So far, so long, you have been just hanging in there thinking what needs to be done. Okay? You were just crying over spilt milk, thinking about what happened, how did I come to this, blah, blah, blah. You know? Just processing in your head. Yes. Now, again, it's the third time. You're making a move. A very calculated move. Okay? Sitting on your butt is not going to do, and it's not going to serve you. So someone is doing something about it. What else? To fix, okay, to save what can be saved. It seems like this person is thinking everything is not lost yet. So I got to do something about it. Even if it seems like it's impossible for things to turn out the way you want, okay, if you just hang in there, that's why you're going for the kill. Yes, Hierophant. Very structured approach. Okay, this could be something to do with a foundation. Foundation in a sense, marriage, partnership, business partnership, all that which has a structure. You want to bring that structure back in your life. Remember, I showed you the Ten of Cups in reverse, which spoke about whatever you had, it's not there. The commitment which you had with this person, the commitment or contract which you had with an establishment, whatever it was, that has fallen apart. Now you are making a move to bring back the structure in your life. Whatever has been lost. You want that second chance. You want to turn that verdict around. What else, please? Pisces. That's not the card which wants to come through, but this one though. Yes. Transition. That card. Okay? You want to leave the past behind. Okay, whatever has been lost, you don't want to focus on that anymore. You want to just leave it in the past and You literally don't want to be in this limbo position anymore. You don't want to be stuck in this phase anymore. You want to get out of this phase, do something about it. So, there is progression. Because otherwise, you don't see things going anywhere. Things not, coming back to where it was once upon a time. So there is a need to literally do something instead of just hanging in there. Okay? You have given it time to process what has happened. But now it's time to move, make action. What we say, for a very long time, some of you didn't want to apologize. Some of you did not want to accept. Okay? It could have been your mistake as well, but you were not in that mental frame that you will do anything about it or apologize, call it a truce or whatsoever. Okay, there is a negative frame of mind for quite some time. Just didn't want to initiate. You just did not want to say, I fucked up, I know. Can we just work it out again? Can you give me another chance? Because I saw the Knight of Cups twice in reverse. You just didn't want to do anything about it. You didn't want to initiate from your end. I don't know what's with this. Okay? Whatever decision you have made, whatever plan you're going to execute, it's very well planned out. Maybe you took the time to see where things are going to go, and you saw nothing is going to come out if you keep waiting. The distance will just keep widening. So it's better I stand up for the both of us. I do something about it. That realization has come through. Even in the stagnancy, if you look at this card, this person is getting enlightened. Okay? He has the time out to think through as well. Even with that hermit who's searching for the answers. So you have been stagnant for some time. You have been separated for some time. This did give you the time to think, process, and assess whatever has been happening. Anyways. What else, please? Pisces. This is a card which wants to come through. Very slow moving. Whatever you planned, okay, you really took your time to get there, to get to this stage, and phase. Very slow moving energy of yours. You took your own sweet time. Yeah, just looking at this Knight of Swords, it took you a while to do something about it. You literally just hung in there to see, what will come out of this. Yes, you didn't offer again the third time. You weren't ready. You just weren't ready to offer any kind of communication, any kind of apology, or whatever you wanted to offer. You took your own sweet time. You blocked yourself from doing anything. You were in this limbo mode. What else, please? Pisces. This one. King of Swords in reverse. Okay? This is talking about you thinking a little negatively, a little irrational, a little immature. Again, not at all logically. You thought you will be able to fix this, just hanging in there. Okay, there is this procrastination about it, the way you were thinking. Things will resolve if I just procrastinate. If I don't do anything about it, it will just miracles will happen. Okay, it will things will just get resolved by itself. That is what was going in your head while you were just sitting and waiting. It feels like you wanted the other person to initiate. If this is a relationship reading, you wanted the other person to initiate instead of you stepping up. If that makes sense. Yes. And that just didn't work out. That mentality of yours, which you held on to, was draining out whatever was there. I spoke about, the gap getting widened when the time passed. You kept hanging in there, waiting for the other person to approach. But when you realize this is not going to happen, this person is not going to come back, or the situation is not going to turn around by itself, and you have to do something about it, only then you're making that action. So there was that negativity. Negative way of thinking. Things will just happen. Expecting the other person to do something about it. Yes. It was draining out whatever you had. It was completely draining out that cup. That attitude of yours. Mentality of yours. What else? Pisces. Yes. Now, I see you've come to that, balance. Okay? That there is a balance in the way you're thinking now. Previously, I spoke about negativity, but slowly you're moving towards having that balance in your life, in the way you're thinking. Okay? Again, if you look at this lady, actually she's a spirit. She has a halo around her head, and in the traditional deck, even this hangman will have a halo around his head. So there is this enlightenment. And if you look at this lady, she's, just pouring water around. Okay, there is a balance which is going to come through. Okay, this action which we are going to take is going to bring about a balance within this situation. Got that? 5 Pentacles. This is how things are right now. You are out in the cold. Both of you are in a pathetic situation. Separated. But that is going to change once you bring about this balance. Once you take the initiative to do something about it. Yes? If you look at the last set, you can see it. I spoke about 5 cups. You're not going to waste your time focusing on whatever is happening or what has happened. You're not going to focus on the spilled milk anymore. You are ready to salvage the situation. You're going to focus on what can be done, how to, turn things around. Even with the dead card in the center, it is all about transitioning, moving from how things are right now. Things are like this right now. Desperate situations. Okay? Deserted. Out in the cold. No support. All that. So you want to move on from that. Okay? And bring a balance in your life. Bring a balance within the situation. Yeah. I think I'm done. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo or Virgo, Aries, Scorpion. Strong Scorpio energy in your reading. There is a Sagittarius, Capricorn or an Aquarius. Strong Taurus energy as well. see what is this Knight of Swords about. Knight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. I showed you the Ace of Rods earlier. Ace of Pentacles. You know there is still an opportunity out there. Okay? Only if you make the move will you be able to grab onto it. This will be presented to you only if you do something about your situation. I'm not even kidding with you. There's 72 cards in this deck. This literally wants to come through. Okay? This for me is all about, not jumping into anything. Okay? This literally clarified in the very beginning for the Knight of Swords. Your action, even though it is fast moving, you have thought it through. Okay? It might seem like a leap of faith, but literally calculated. It's going to be very foolproof. Okay? You're not going to mess it up. Because you literally aiming for, the bigger goal. That's why we have the Judgment in reverse. You want to turn things around. Just don't want to be okay with whatever is happening. What else, please? The next card is a Page of Rods. So right now, I don't see like there is much of contact. Yes. It seems like things are just slipping away from your hand. Again, Ace of Cups in reverse. Again, that's a repeat. So it seems like there is no contact. There is no movement. There's nothing happening in that department. Okay? And you feel like if I don't do anything about it, I'm going to lose out. Okay? I'm going to lose out everything which was important for me. Give me one more card. Yes, Ten of Pentacles. What are you going to lose out? The stability, the security which you always wanted. In your future. That's what you're going to lose out. Yes, things are going to come to a full stop. Complete dead end. You won't be able to revive this anymore if you just hang in there. And this card was here and it's up here. Let me check out what was the King of Swords, just for the kicks. King of Swords in reverse about, okay? Because I've already explained the story. You don't need anything else from me. What were you thinking though? Your pride was involved. Okay? The reason why you had this negative attitude about just waiting for things to happen by itself is because your pride has been hurt. Remember when I keep saying you, it doesn't have to be the Pisces itself. It could be the cross watcher. Okay? I will only get a story up here. If it resonates, you would know which position. Anyways, just because your ego has been hurt, you just did not want to do anything about it. You just backed out. Ace of Rods. You just didn't want to, fight it further. You thought you still had the chance over this. If you keep, you still thought you had a power, grasp over the situation. That's the kind of negativity. Toxic thinking. I'm not going to lose out on them, but I'm not going to initiate anything. They wouldn't just, be okay with, separating from me. They will eventually come back. Where would they go? That kind of a thinking. Overconfident. Queen of Swords. Very determined. Anyways, what else? King of Swords in reverse. This one, Hierophant. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. In your head, it was that you were the bigger person. You still had, you still had a grasp on this. You haven't lost everything. Even after you separated, you had that confidence. Okay? It was the way you were pretending everything was all right is, it's just too much calculations in your head. Some was not good enough. Yeah? Some could have screwed it up altogether. You wouldn't have got what you wanted if you just sat there and done nothing. I think I'm done. There's nothing else. What's the temperance about? Yes. I'm going to end with this. Okay? So I told you there is a balance going to come about your situation once you make the action. And Nine of Cups is all about your wishes coming true. You being, content, satisfied, all that. You having what you wanted, your dreams and wishes coming true. As simple as that. So you going to bring that in your life. Okay? And you're going to put it out there. This is what I want, and you're going to work on it. Kind of like your reading. Okay? Because there is this realization which is creeping through. Okay? And taking you out of that rut, taking you out of that funk which you were in. Okay? Partially it is the way you were thinking. You were a little too overconfident, but right now your energy is pretty good because you know what you will lose if you just let it be. Okay? So that's it for now. This is Marishi, your my charm Shloka. Until next week. Bye.